I have a potion for you. It will help you to remember.
I trust you.
And?
Ah! I remember again. Now I see. Adanos, be with me. What have I done?
Yes, what have you done? And above all, what has Raven done?
I helped him to make contact with him. He wanted various elixirs. I brewed them for him. He tried to open the portal to get into the temple.
Why? What does he want in the temple?
A powerful artifact. It lies buried together with the one who once bore it. A mighty warrior who fell to him.
And then?
We couldn't open the portal, but Raven was sure that he could, if he had the tomb of the priest excavated. That's why he brought the slaves here. Victims he could force to dig where the powers of time lie at rest.
Tomb of the priest?
The resting place of a priest of Adanos. It lies in the mine. I also remember the stone tablets. He believed that they would show him the way. And once he was able to decipher the characters on them, he no longer needed me. He put a spell of forgetfulness on me. And you have freed me.
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Attack? Sorry, I was absent for some time. I don't know anything about it.
Do you need more swamp weed?
Yes, definitely. I will buy all the swamp weed you can get your hands on. I'll even pay you more for it than Fisk.
Hey, you! I've got swamp weed for you. Hey, you!
Anything's possible. You don't have to tell me that.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Tell me that isn't true.
I could have told you that before.
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been for us.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
No idea. You tell me. He thinks it's as easy as that.
They all ran like rabbits. I was good.
Somebody wants to know.
I wouldn't have done that.
You really should have known better.
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
I've got no time for things like that.
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
Somebody wants to know.
I won't be treated.
Somebody wants to know.
You really think?
Hey, you!
Tell me that isn't true.
Do you deal in smithy equipment?
Huno has steel. I only have a few lumps of ore, but I won't give that up. It's the only thing I have of value.
Do you work for Huno?
I wanted to make up a bit of gold and took up with Huno. But since then, Esteban hasn't given me anything at all. He said he can't use me anymore. What else can I do but continue to slave away for Huno?
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Nothing, man. I didn't have anything to do with it. What do you want from me?
That was no big deal.
Huno is suspected of having something to do with the attack.
I don't know anything about it.
What does he know about duty?
Everything else all right with you?
Nothing's ever
I just want to do my job, man.
I'm staying out of it.
But you work for Huno, so you do know something.
I know nothing. Honest, I have to go now.
Wait a minute. Do you know what Esteban will do to you when he finds out you're covering for Huno?
Man, leave me alone. I don't have anything to do with that business.
watch out.
Hey! Tell me what you know now, or I'll slam you into the wall, Paul.
You can't rough me up just because you work for the boss.
I can.
Cut the crap.
Paul,
All I know is that Huno has a bone to pick with Esteban. He's constantly going on at me about that Esteban, that he screwed up business for him and so on. I only listened and never said anything.
exactly. You see, that wasn't so bad.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
What does he know about duty?
I won't be treated like that.
What does he know about duty?
That will only cause more trouble.
Show me your wares.
What does he know about duty?
It's totally obvious.
That's no secret.
That's nothing new. That's nothing new.
Same old
What do you know about the attempt on Esteban's life?
Listen, I don't want anything to do with that business, got it? I have my own worries. I'm a victim myself.
In what way?
I paid a lot of gold for my last delivery, but it never came. Some swine made off with it. I've been robbed, probably by some of our own people.
What sort of delivery?
A packet of lockpicks. Someone was supposed to get them from the pirates for me, but a guy named Juan snatched it away from me, including the gold that I paid for it. That bastard is hiding somewhere in the swamp.
Juan worked for Esteban.
What?
Don't play games with me. You knew about it.
Fine, you're right. But I hope you also realize why I didn't tell you about it. Everyone in the camp knows you work for Esteban. I don't have any desire to get dragged into this business just because you're hot for a red stone.
I'm not really working for Esteban.
So, you want to pull the wool over the old swine's eyes? Then I'll give you some good advice. Keep it to yourself. When it comes to Esteban, trust no one. Not even me. Got it? Now enough about that. We don't want to be overheard.
I have your package.
Indeed. What about Juan?
He's dead.
Good. Then he can't cause me any more trouble. As far as you are concerned, I have a pretty good relationship with Juno. I'll see to it that you get your armor cheap from now on. Also, I'll give you one of my weapons. One hand washes the other. That hasn't changed since back then.
He really should have known better.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
He really should have known better.
You have to feel sorry for him.
There's more, believe me.
It looks like you're a master of your craft.
I've heard that before. Did you bring the steel?
Steel? No, I think you're confusing me with...
Somehow you seem familiar. Do we know each other from somewhere?
More, believe me.
Sure, from the old camp.
The old camp, right. You're that curious guy. I thought you was dead.
Yes, everybody thinks that. Who else survived?
A few. Some fled with Raven like I did.
Couldn't care less.
For a lot of others, the old camp became a grave.
Totally obvious.
Tell me about your escape.
Chaos broke out the day the barrier fell. Some hid, others fled, and there was a plundering everywhere.
What did you do?
I was about to leave the camp when it turned bright very suddenly, and a scorching pain ate through my skin. I'd been struck by damn lightning. It feels like I can still hear it. Later, someone told me that Thoris found me and took me with him.
There's more, believe me.
Show me what you have.
What does he know about duty?
I need better armor. Fisk said you'd give me a good price.
Fisk, you say? Well, I still owe him a favor.
It's better to watch out when you know one.
About the attack on Esteban.
What do you want from me?
I'm looking for the person behind the attack.
And why are you coming to me about that?
I thought you might know something about that business.
I don't know anything.
I've heard a few things about you.
So?
I heard that you weren't in your place when the attack occurred.
What else?
Paul said you hate Esteban.
So, did he? What else?
Nothing else.
Now listen, you move your ass out of here before I forget myself.
I could have told you that.
I've heard a few things about you.
Again? It had better be something important this time.
I heard that you weren't in your place when the attack occurred.
What else?
Paul's.
So?
Nothing else.
Now listen,
He was falling down drunk.
He simply needs to practice more.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
Lenar told me a bit about you.
Lenar? That guy's an idiot. You must have noticed.
He said you haven't been in the mine since the attack happened.
I don't know anything.
Help me find out who was behind the attack.
No, I don't want anything to do with it.
If an idiot like Lenar notices that you're behaving oddly, it won't take long before Esteban finds out too.
Shit. I'll tell you one name. Nothing more.
I'm listening.
Huno. Go to Huno. He must know something about this business.
Same old thing all over again.
I've heard a few things about you.
Again?
I heard that you...
Whatever.
Paul said...
So, did...
Emilio spat out your name. You definitely know something about the attack.
You've been having a chat with old Emilio, eh?
And he isn't the only one who suspects you.
It's no secret.
What's that supposed to mean, huh?
I want to join forces with the assassin.
Against Esteban, really? Then prove it. I've been waiting for too long for a delivery of steel from the pirates. I suspect that Esteban captured it in order to sell it to me later at a higher price. Of course, he won't do that himself. A couple of bandits in the swamp are on his payroll.
How do you know that?
Drunken bandits talk too much.
Does this talkative bandit have a name?
His name is none of your business, but the guy you're looking for is called Juan. Anyway, I haven't seen him in the camp for a long time. You'll have to look for him in the swamp.
Okay, I'll do it for you.
Good. We'll see if you can be trusted.
I have the steel.
And? Was Juan there too?
He was.
I knew it. That rat Esteban was behind it.
Now, what about our agreement?
The man you want to talk to is waiting for you in the bar. Talk to the barkeeper.
I need better armor. Fisk said you'd give me...
Fisk, you say?
Okay, I'll take the armor.
Sure thing.
I couldn't get away with that.
You don't have to ask me.
He simply needs to practice me.
It's totally
Hey! Huno sent me.
Looks like you found your man. Go on up to the next floor. Someone's waiting for you.
So you were behind the attack.
Yes, Esteban is in the way of my business. He won't let any of the bandits who work for me into the mine. He's making sure that everyone works for him, and only for him. That way, he can pocket a percentage of every deal and control the whole camp.
Do you want to take his place?
No, I'm a trader. I just want to go about my business in peace.
What are you planning?
We'll get Esteban out of the way. That means you will kill him and take his place.
As long as his bodyguards are with him, I don't have a chance.
Then we'll have to get them to leave by telling the truth.
What truth?
You have done your job. You know that I was behind the attack. Tell Esteban, and he'll send his boys to kill me. I'll expect them here. When they're gone, you can deal with the bastard and I'll take care of the guards.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
That was no big deal.
Nobody ever asks me.
About the assignment.
Listen, I have other things I have to take care of.
I thought you might be interested in knowing who was behind the attack.
Who is it? Tell me his name so my guards can wring his neck.
The traitor Fisk is behind it. At the moment, he's sitting in the bar unsuspecting and drinking.
Ha! Well done, kid. My guards will take care of him. You heard him, boys. Go get Fisk.
That will never change.
And what happens next?
What happens next? I'll tell you what happens. Fisk will die a painful death, and everyone in the camp will find out about it. That'll be a warning to all of them.
Do I get a redstone now?
Yeah, you did your job well. Someone like you has no business in the mine. I can use you much better out here. You'll stay in the camp and continue working for me.
Are you trying to play me for a fool? There was never a question of me working for you.
It isn't everyone who gets an offer like this, but if you don't want it, you're free to leave the camp.
How about if you keep your word and give me a red stone?
Hey, one more word. My guards will have to hurt you too.
What guards?
What? Oh, I see. You're trying to pull a fast one. Just you wait.
Attaboy! Attaboy! Show him who's boss! Show him who's boss! Don't take any crap! I could have told you that before.
I didn't say that myself.
You don't have to ask me that.
Can't rely on that.
Hey! Esteban is finished.
I've waited for this for a long time. I think you've got things to do now, and I need to go back to my business. So, if you need anything else, you know where to find me.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
There's more, believe me.
You know the rule. No one goes into the mine without a redstone tablet.
Forget the mine. I have to see Raven.
Even then, we have rules here, and they apply to everyone, even to you. Go back. If you try to enter the upper square without permission, the other guards will kill you. Those are the rules.
Wait a minute. It's important that I get to Raven.
Oh, yeah? Do you really think you can make it through to him? His guards have orders not to let anyone in. You'd be dead before you even saw him. So knock that idea out of your head.
Done that.
I could have told you that.
Don't you remember me from the old camp?
You were one of the prisoners. Maybe you were one of my guards. And? Does that make us allies now? No, it doesn't. Maybe you're the guy who brought down the barrier. Maybe you also killed my pals. So what? Those times are over.
Hey, what's with your armor? Where can I get armor like that?
You can't. This armor is reserved for Raven's Guard. I hardly think there's an entrance exam for new candidates. But the ultimate decision isn't mine, it's Raven's.
I have a redstone tablet here.
Okay. You killed Esteban, so you will do his job now. They have a few problems with mine crawlers in the mine. 3 diggers have bought it already. It's your job to provide replacements.
And when can I finally get into the damned mine?
Do your job. Afterwards, you can do what you want.
No, that isn't true.
It's better to watch out when you tell one.
Hey! You're needed in the mine.
Sure thing, boss. Want to see the best in the mine? Then I'll get back to it. Oh, something else. I'll let you in on a digger's secret. Now and then, it's a good idea to give it a really good whack. If you've hacked a couple of times and nothing has come out, then drag the point of the pick sideways across the rock. With a little luck, you'll get several chunks at once that way.
You're needed in the mine.
You really do have a red stone for me. Excellent. Now I'll work that damn rock to crumbs. I already know exactly where I'll go. One more thing. If you go mining, watch out that you don't strike too hard. Otherwise, your pickaxe will get wedged in the gold.
You're needed in the mine.
So now you're the boss here. Okay, then I'll get going.
That's no secret.
As if I didn't have enough.
Hey! I sent out 3 guys.
All right. Then as far as I'm concerned, you can go in.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Halt.
Get out of my way, guard.
All right, you can pass.
So, on your way to the mine?
Actually, I want to see Raven.
Hey, try to enter the temple and you're as dead as the prisoners here. Move your ass over into the mine instead.
Why? Are they dead?
They worked themselves to pieces.
I've activated another one of the teleporter stones. Give me the next focus.
Of course. Here it is. Here are a few gold coins. Hey, do you want to go digging? Then don't forget to stock up with Scatty.
What do I need then?
Well, at the very least, a pickaxe. And some provisions can't hurt. Or how about some healing potions? There are mine crawlers down there.
How's business?
Since the tomb has been open, there hasn't been much demand. Raven has no more use for his slaves. That's why they're mining gold now, on Bloodland's orders. And the diggers are taking it easy. Diggers who take it easy aren't good for business.
Bloodwin, is he in charge here?
He oversees the mine. But he's almost never down here. He spends most of his time with Raven in the temple.
What exactly does almost never mean?
Last time I saw him was when he came out of the tomb. No, wait. The last time he was here was when he sent the slaves to mine the gold. Unlike Raven, he is very interested in gold.
What sort of tomb?
A cursed, unlucky tomb. The guardians of the tomb have killed many men.
Guardians? Are you talking about creatures of stone, rather flat with a round head?
That's exactly what I mean. They came out of the depths of the stone by the dozen. I knew from the beginning that it wasn't good to dig out the tomb. But Raven was possessed with the idea of digging there. And once the tomb was finally uncovered, he marched in there with his guards.
What did Raven want in the tomb?
You're pretty curious. You remind me of a fellow I once knew. He was just as curious. And eventually it was his undoing.
Get to the point. What happened in the tomb?
Well, my throat is really dry.
Hey, Scatty, not now. This is important. So, what did Raven do there?
All right. He summoned something. He kept calling out words in a foreign language. Bright light poured out of the tomb, And then I heard a scream that cut right through me. A demonic scream.
And then?
That's all I know. At that moment, Bloodwind came out of the tomb and said I should beat it. And that's what I did. It also didn't take long before Raven and his boys disappeared back into the temple. And since then, Raven hasn't been seen.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Take a pickaxe in your hand and whack at a lump of gold. Anyone can do that. But many nuggets will shatter that way. That's why only people who understand mining should do it. I can tell you more once you have some more experience.
Would you like a drink?
A beer would really hit the spot. There's hardly any beer here in camp, but maybe Lucia still has a bottle.
There you go.
Oh, that tastes good. Thanks, man. You're my hero.
Let's deal.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
I won't be treated like that.
He simply needs to practice.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
You can't rely on that.
That's exactly what I said.
And there's more, believe me.
That's nothing.
I couldn't care less.
You already know what I think.
That was no big deal.
Do you really think?
I used to say that myself.
I wouldn't have done that.
Hey, you!
Wait a minute.
Is there a problem?
Mine crawlers. Lots and lots of mine crawlers. We've run into a nest here.
Why don't we attack the crawlers?
I asked that too. But the guards had more important things to do. Bloodwind has left it to me to remove this problem.
I don't suppose you're planning to fight the crawlers.
Why should I? So that we can get at the gold in the cave? Bloodwind will just take most of it for himself anyway, and I'm not risking my neck for the little bit I'd get. If you want to fight the crawlers, don't let me stop you. Only don't lure them all out here, okay?
Can you tell me more about Bloodwind?
Yes, he's a gold-hungry bastard. He inspects every new vein and every nugget. He can't go too far out of his way for gold. But we don't mean shit to him.
And otherwise?
He thinks he's the greatest and can't stand it if someone is better off than he is. Okay, I wouldn't go up against him, even so. Just stay out of his way and don't provoke him, unless you want him to get furious and lose control.
So, that should be it. The crawlers are finished.
Bloodwind is already on the way. That's what you wanted, isn't it? I mean, you slaughtered the crawlers so Bloodwind would come here. So whatever you're planning, do it now. You killed the mine crawlers? Good. I'll take over now. Go on. Beat it.
Wait a minute.
You still aren't gone?
We still have to set something straight. I'm looking for Raven.
Yeah. And what makes you think that Raven wants to talk to you at all? Wait. Are you? Is it you? You're the guy we've been looking for the whole time. What are you doing here? You should be long dead.
People are always telling me that.
Those morons all failed, but you won't get past me. This time I'll finish you.
Like I already said, it's Raven I'm looking for. You aren't important to me.
I'll kill you. I've survived every battle so far.
And I thought I did you in.
Ah, you miserable dog! And I survived the explosion of the barrier without a scratch.
And who do you think brought down the barrier?
Ah, you miserable dog! You can't defeat me. I'm Raven's best friend. His right hand.
Obviously, he's got no time to be picky.
Ah, you miserable dog!
Enough talk. Let's fight.
It's too late for you anyway. Raven is opening the temple right now. Ha ha ha! Die, bastard! You sure showed that bum. Nice work. Then I'll take a look around the cave.
That's exactly what I said.
Hey, you! What are you doing? Are you melting down your gold?
No, I'm washing vegetables. Of course I'm melting down gold, and I'm making coins out of it. Because just imagine, one fine evening Raven comes along and shoves a coin die in my hands. Out of one single gold nugget, I can mint a heap of coins. I'm so good that no one can tell the difference.
How many coins will you give me for one nugget?
Well, I don't know you at all, but I'll make you a special price. For one nugget, I'll give you
10 gold pieces.
Let's haggle.
No. That's the standard price. everyone gets.
I thought that was a special price.
It is. Everyone here is special to me.
What do you know about Raven?
You won't believe it. I was there. I saw what he did in the tomb. He mumbled and called some strange words over and over. Cardamon, Fatang Shatar, Fatang Beliar. And then a blazing light came out of the tomb and I heard the scream. Oh, ye gods, that voice. That was the sound of the end of the world. Raven spoke with it. They conversed. Raven and that voice. I can't remember what they said. I just know that I could only master my limbs again many hours later, back in the camp.
Can you repeat Raven's words again?
Sure. Are you ready? Cardamon, Fatang Shatar, Fatang Beliar.
Can you repeat Raven's words again?
Sure. Are you ready? Cardamon, Fatang Shatar, Fatang Beliar.
Can you repeat Raven's words again?
Sure. Are you ready? Cardamon, Fatang Shatar, Fatang Beliar.
Can you repeat Raven's words again?
I think we had better leave it be.
Let's trade.
Who told you that?
Same old thing all over again.
Nothing to plunder.
That's no...
Anything's possible.
You can't rely on that.
That'll only cause more trouble.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
He should have known better.
No idea. You tell me.
Nobody ever
How's it
asked
going?
me.
I'm cooking a delicious stew for the diggers and guards. But the slaves, they don't get anything. Some stale water and old bread at the
Already
most.
know what I think.
That won't hurt those city boys.
Nobody wants to know.
He was falling down drunk.
I'm staying out of it.
You don't have to ask me that.
Hey, where are you going? Do you want to go into this passage?
Well, sure. Why not?
There are even more slaves back there. As far as I'm concerned, you can go in, but don't hit them so hard they can't work anymore. After all, we certainly don't want them just sitting around. They have to dig for gold.
I see. And who ordered that?
That is a direct order from Bloodwind.
I thought Raven was the boss here.
Right, but he gave the slaves to Bloodwind. He doesn't have any more use for them.
I've got no time.
Do you really think?
I couldn't do that.
As if I didn't have enough problems.
Hey, what do you want? I'm just an imprisoned worker. I haven't done a thing.
Hey,
Hey, I'm all right. But Pardis is pretty much down and out. If there's anything you want, talk to Patrick. He's our spokesman.
How are you holding up? I'm beat. Completely worn out. Is it a glorious sunny day or one of those clear nights where 1,000 stars are twinkling? I don't know. Where's the gentle rain of summer? The cool evening breeze. I can feel them no longer. It's the eyes that go first in here.
hang in there. Your rescue is near.
Thanks. Thanks for your words.
Here, drink this.
Thanks. That does me good.
How are you now?
Better. Thanks to you, I can feel my strength returning.
Hey! Hey, how's it going?
I'm alive. That's all I care about. If you've got something to discuss, Patrick's your man.
What do I have to know about mining gold?
Well, the angle at which you strike is crucial for efficient mining. Not too flat and not too steep. That way, you'll get the nuggets and make your pick hold up forever.
Hey! I've been sent by the water mages. I've come to free you.
Really? Why should I believe you?
Do you want to get out of here or not?
Of course I want to get out, but
Vatra sent me. If that's not enough for you, you can all rot in this hole for all I care.
all right, I believe you.
Really? Wow, that went faster than I thought. Okay, now all we need is a plan.
Trying to flee poses a great risk. William tried and he bought it. Prisoners are peasants and workers. They trust me, but they won't dare to mount an escape.
What do you want me to do? Get you a pardon from Raven?
Hey, not a bad idea. But that can't be the plan. Just see to it that the guards don't attack us, and then we'll get out of here.
Okay, I'll handle that. Tell the others to get ready. Hey! Let the slaves go.
Listen, Bloodwind is in command here. The slaves belong to him, so he has the right to set them free. Besides, Thoris also has a say in that. And what about you? Do you have any say?
Here, is that enough?
No, put that away. God, I don't want to see that.
It would be better for you if you let the slaves go now.
Wait a minute. Bloodwind isn't the only one who has a say here. So long as I don't have an order from Thoris, no one will be set free.
But you just said that the slaves belong to Bloodwind.
Yes, but I also said that I won't set anyone free without an order from Thoris.
You're one of those guys who won't take a leak without orders, eh?
Treated like that. Those are all just rumors.
Tell me.
Nobody ever asks me.
thinks it's as easy as that. What are you planning?
What?
Now you've cleared Bloodwind out of the way too. I'm just asking myself who's next, Raven or me?
Are you afraid?
I'm not afraid of a fight, but I am afraid of the consequences of your actions. This camp is the only thing we have left. It may not have always run to perfection, but it does run. And with every person you kill, another piece of our community breaks up. We are bandits, outcasts, lawbreakers, desperados. Wherever we go, we're hunted, locked up, and killed. There is no better place for us than this. No better time than now.
What are you getting at?
These men need someone to lead them. Who should that be? You? You, who is constantly roaming from place to place?
Then you take over the leadership of the camp.
Okay, but what about Raven?
Raven will soon have other worries. I'll take care of him. Oh, yes, and make sure that the prisoners can leave the camp in peace.
All right. I shall take care of all the guards out here. I used to say that myself.
You be treated like that.
Let the slaves go.
Do you have any say?
I talked with Thoris. He ordered the slaves to be set free.
Okay, if Thoris ordered it, but I have to ask myself why he decided on something like that.
But you aren't being paid to ask questions.
All right. I'm obviously not needed here anymore, so I'll go get me some stew.
Hey, you! All's well. You can make yourselves scarce.
Great. I know a cave in the swamp we can gather for now, but then what?
Leave the swamp towards the southwest. The water mages have set up their camp near the ruins of the old temple. They're going to show you the way out of this valley.
Thanks. Thank you so much. We are all very deeply...
Never mind.
Hey, slow down. You aren't getting in there, so beat it.
Get out of my way. I have to see Raven.
No one enters these quarters. Direct orders from Raven himself.
Here. Do you still want to stop me now?
Is that Blood One? Oh, that's... Oh. Yes, no, I mean, you can go in.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing there.
What with?
About Raven. He has a gold mine, and he has the prisoners digging for gold.
That sounds like him. You must get the prisoners out of there.
Yes, of course. I'm working on it. There is even a fellow with the bandits who claims to know Raven's plans. His name is Fortuno. He says that Raven wants to get into the temple to get a powerful artifact.
And? Did he know more about this artifact?
He could only tell me that Raven has had the grave of a priest of Adonis opened.
This grave may contain the key to the temple. You should take a look around there.
Raven has forced the prisoners to excavate the grave of the priest.
That is not good. You must hurry and stop Raven.
I made my way into Raven's quarters.
And? What about Raven?
I came too late. He disappeared into the Adonis temple right before my eyes.
What? That is a catastrophe. Why didn't you follow him?
I couldn't follow Raven. He blocked the entrance from inside.
I must think. The question is, how did Raven get into the temple? And what did he do before he passed through the portal?
He spoke an incantation at the gate.
And before that?
He opened a burial chamber. I already told you about that.
Right. A ritual. Yes, that's it. I fear that Raven has made the power of the guardians of the dead his own. He got his knowledge of the temple from a spirit. You must go to Mixier and tell him about this.
About the relics. What about this?
That looks good. Where'd you find that?
The bandits use these stone tablets as a sort of currency.
The tablets bear the sign of Korhodren, a great warrior. He is the commander whose son Rodimus caused the downfall of the entire city. I'll bet the bandits don't even know what it is they are trading there.
This thing was lying in a building near the Great Swamp.
That would have been the House of the Healers. We don't know much about them. They seem to have been the first to disappear. Very good. The image of this city is becoming clearer, but we still don't know enough. In all, there must be 5 of this sort of stone tablet hidden around here. Find them and bring them to me. Here is some gold as a reward.
I'll see whether I can find anything.
Good, but hurry. Time is not our ally.
Why do you need these 5 stone tablets?
The records which we have been able to find in this ruin are incomplete, but the writings of the builders speak of 5 rulers who ruled this city. Each of these rulers had one of these tablets as a symbol of his power. I think these tablets are the key to our questions. May Adonos protect you.
I could have told you that before.
Sachiras sent me. I'm supposed to search through the 5 mansions of Jarkandar.
It took me a long time to find the location of the mansions in the writings of the builders, but now I can tell you exactly.
That's the truth.
Where do I find the 5 mansions?
The House of the Scholars is a large library. It must be somewhere far to the north. The House of the Warriors was a fortress ringed by rocks in the east. The priests and guardians of the dead had their dwellings near each other. You should find them in the southwest. And the healers had their House of Convalescence in the southeast. If these houses are still standing, you'll recognize them from their method of construction. They are elevated. A steep stairway leads to the entrance covered by high columns.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
About the mansions?
Yes?
The House of the Healers is in the middle of the swampy area and is defended by many stone sentinels.
So it is still standing?
Yes, but I wonder for how much longer.
It pains my soul to see the witnesses of the past in this dilapidated condition.
The Mansion of the Warriors is being used by Raven as a hideout.
He made a good choice. It is probably the most secure fortress still to be found in this region. Yes?
Tell me
the house, and they are...
Been there, done that.
I could have told you that before.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
Satyrus sent me. Raven has made his way into the temple and blocked the portal from the inside. Satyrus thinks he got his information about the temple from a ghost.
By Adanos! He must have summoned the high priest Cardamon to ask him about a way into the temple. According to the records, his grave was in the caves under the fortress. You will have to do the same, but you cannot ask Cardamon anymore. The grave of the warrior prince Quahodron is supposed to lie in the west of the valley. You will have to find it and waken Quahodron. It is written in these inscriptions how a believer of Adanos can summon a spirit.
Do you think that'll really work?
I've read a lot of crazy ramblings. For example, the writings of Iberion, the leader of the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. But I believe every word of the author of these writings.
The Brotherhood of the Sleeper didn't spread just lies. The Sleeper really existed.
But it wasn't their lies that made them implausible. It was their words as such. They were more confusing than believable. They showed the excessive use of the swamp weed they smoked. It is the seriousness and prudence in the words on this stone tablet that convinced me that this man wrote the truth.
Why Quahodron? Why not the High Priest Cardamon?
Raven has desecrated the grave of Cardamon with his summoning. We can assume that. We shall have to look for another spirit.
Are you really serious?
I want to explore every possibility. Even if there is only a ghost of a chance for us to meet one of the builders, then we have to do it. Raven has managed to do it after all.
Assuming I want to summon this ghost, what do I have to do?
Find Quahodron's grave in the west of the valley. His ghost can be summoned by the words of the Guardians of the Dead, which I have written for you here. That's all. Now you just have to find the grave. Good luck, my son.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
That's no secret.
Some problems.
I found your friends.
And? Where are they?
They're dead.
Those damn bandits did this. Those cursed swine? May they roast in hell. If only I knew the name of the lowlife who did this.
I know who murdered Angus and Hank.
Who? Who did it?
His name is Juan. He's one of the bandits.
You've got to do that bastard in, do you hear me? He must not get away with this.
Juan is history.
And? Did he suffer?
Come off it, kid.
Oh well, just as long as you killed the swine.
About Angus and Hank?
What?
I found them. They're dead.
Dead as doornails, poor devils. Well, it was only to be expected. You should tell Bill, if you haven't done so yet. But break it to him gently. He's still young.
I know who murdered Angus and Hank.
I don't care who murdered them. What about my grog?
Hey! Teach me.
At least you now know how to hold a sword.
Hey, you! I've come to get my ration of grog.
You guys don't do anything without your grog, huh? Right. Here you go.
I've got a recipe for you.
Great. Let me see. What kind of recipe?
It's from Snaff.
But it sounds terrible. I must try it at once.
Be careful. That's absolutely deadly stuff.
You're scaring me, but I'll give it a try anyway.
I want something stronger.
Name your poison.
I want Lou's hammer.
Great stuff. Put it down the hatch.
Hey.
Name.
Give me a double. A double hammer.
Don't do anything you might regret, kid. I hope you don't want this for yourself.
The bandits have found a gold mine.
I knew it. That's why they came here. Nobody would volunteer to live in this monster-ridden bog. Good work. Here, I've got something for you.
be had there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to plunder. Nothing there. Nothing to be had 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 there. had there. Nothing to be had there. Hey, you! About that grog. Here's your 20 bottles.
What? Really? Just like that?
Well...
Okay, I'll pay for them.
Haven't you got anything more interesting than gold?
Let's see. I've got this ring here. I won it gambling in a filthy dockside tavern years ago. Back then, the guy told me it was magic. No idea whether that's true. Maybe you want that instead of money.
Give me the ring.
Here you are.
I think I've found something.
Nothing to be had there.